Even gout can't stop my love for shellfish. I mean, in the short term, I guess it can't. I've never had gout, praying that I never have to Google the symptoms to check if I do. But I reckon that it might become an obstacle to eating shellfish if you let it sit there and fester for a little too long. Hi again, guys, and I've got a real special one for you today. We're reading more Reddit posts. The thing is, this isn't just from a specific subreddit. Today, we are having a referendum on Reddit as a platform. We are going to be looking at the supposed good posts only. We're judging the whole site by the best it has to offer. Now, something on Reddit being good doesn't mean good in the wholesome Chungus way. A lot of it is just unhinged stuff that makes you giggle whether it's supposed to or not. Customer's cat while I was replacing a faucet and drain. Okay, so maybe some of it is wholesome Chungus, but seriously, don't get too comfortable, because if you do, you might end up like some of the guys we're looking at today. I'm getting these from the Good Reddit Twitter account, and if you like this video, this card at the end will take you to the last time we looked at some concerning Reddit posts. Also, did you know less than 20% of y'all are subscribed with notifications on? If you sub and hit the bell icon, you'll never miss an upload, and you can always undo it later. POV, you are Freddy Fazbear. No way, dude, he's coming to smash? Oh my god, oh my god, oh my god. This post is enhanced by the fact that you don't know what subreddit it came from. Maybe it was a post-ironic, okay buddy blank type subreddit, but it's more fun to imagine it as genuine excitement. People all squeeing over an imagined FNAF Fredbear is coming to smash announcement, where like 3,000 people were all hype enough to pretend it was gonna happen. I mean, Freddy is in Mortal Kombat, so it can't be impossible, right? From r/mildly infuriating, somebody posted the back of my head. Listen, bro, you're kinda doing it to yourself in this case, and I kinda hate you for it. I don't think there's anything particularly wrong with having a thumb for a skull, but you feeling mildly infuriated by it is contagious. I wouldn't have had anything to say if you hadn't exposed me to your head and said that it made you mad. But now, I find myself agreeing with you. Yeah, the back of your head makes me a little mad too. Listen, if I see you from behind in public, I will never not recognize it now. And you best believe I'm gonna be having a word with you. Don't turn around when I do have those words though. I don't have beef with the front of your head, just some choice words for the back. I found a shiny solosis today while my roommate was getting a colonoscopy. Why use that emoji? Are you just imagine your roommate getting their behind rummaged around and explored? What do you want to do back there so bad? As a matter of fact, why are you at your roommate's colonoscopy? And then you see the Pokemon that's literally supposed to represent a fetus, the conception of life, and then you get that flustered look on your face. Ah, damn, and they were roommates. I think somebody here's got a crush. And they showed up to this doctor's visit less to support their friend, and more because they wished they were the doctor in the other room right now. Do you think Carti touches himself? He's too cool to, in my opinion. Thoughts? Bro, go to sleep. I wish this was a rare post on the Playboy Carti subreddit, but that place is just like this 24/7. I actually really want to do a full video just covering some of the stuff they get up to there. I don't think I've seen people own the irony of the celebrity they like the way they do in that place. I almost want to say that these are my people, but then I'd have to admit that I am complicit in the abusive relationship Carti has with his fans and most of his partners. That subreddit is probably its own video. I told my girlfriend she looks like an angel, and she's twisting the fabric of reality by her own holy presence and sheer cosmic power. Please help. There's also way more eyes than I am comfortable with. Huh. r/fifth world problems. Well, I guess I'll put that one on the videos list too. I actually relate to this a lot from the girlfriend's point of view, actually. It's a big part of my issues with dating. Right when I feel like I'm hitting it off with someone, like I've gotten close enough with them to be comfortable showing them my true form, it never ends well. I drop the comprehensible visage you see in front of you, and when they gaze into the unfathomable horrors hidden underneath, their eyes start melting. They just go blind from the experience, and apparently that's a major turnoff for a lot of people, and it's really getting in the way of my love life, man. It just feels like I can't be myself around anybody. How do I tell the barber I want this cut without showing him this picture? If I were giving you real advice, I'd say to find the face model they used for Peter Parker in the Spider-Man game, but I'm not gonna do that. What you should actually do is nut up and stop being a little wuss about it. I had more courage about this kind of thing in middle school than you do as a guy with Spider-Man in their username. You gotta be more like a Playboy Carti fan, dude. Shamelessly display and meet ride your idols. And you know what? I'll tell you what I did, and perhaps one of the cringiest personal anecdotes I'll ever share in a video. When I was a kid, back when I still had hair, I loved the Devil May Cry reboot. That's right, the inferior, less charismatic reboot Dante was my favorite, and I wanted his little teeny bopper haircut so bad. And you know what I did about that want? I pursued it. I went to the barber, showed them a picture of the character from the actual game, and said, yeah, can I get this? And then boom, I got the damn haircut. Quick burg at the hospital cafe before we take grandpa off life support. Berg? Like iceberg? Somebody said iceberg? I gotta be honest, that meat looks dry dry as hell. As far as hospital food goes, it's not bad. A cut above most hospital food, I guess. But if Grandpa saw that this was the meal you ate before unplugging his life support to charge your phone, I think he would have asked to be killed, knowing that you are the disgrace doomed to carry on his bloodline. I have been having horrible congestion lately, and I found this on my wall. Is this a real-life Pibby glitch? I had to look up what Pibby glitch was, and apparently it's from a game where it's just like creeping corruption that's like pitch black. Basically, this is some inside baseball humor. If I was personally making a joke about the mold in my home causing me to go more and more delirious, I'd personally call it like the Venom symbiote or something and ask if I'll finally be able to have real-life gay sex with him, but that's just me. This next one was from an Ask Me Anything thread that famous rapper Gunna was hosting on Reddit. What's it like to tour with Travis? It's cool. That's exactly what I thought it'd be like. Yo, it's Captain, the guy who replied to Gunna, has gotta be a huge superfan. He is just so in sync with Gunna's thought process and how he knows he'll interpret his experiences. You gotta have some dedication to know exactly what your favorite artist's answer is gonna be. And you know, that comment got a lot of likes. People just really resonate with that earnest adoration. My 101010 male child is now identifying as non-binary. I want to be supportive, but what the hell is a 2? My child recently told me that their gender can't be expressed by an integer fraction. I'm supportive, but that just seems irrational. Okay, that first joke had me giggling. It's like, right, you see a non-binary person, you flash some ones and zeros at them, and suddenly you got us writhing on the floor. But then you brought all that integer fraction shit, and I stopped laughing. My brain just clocked out. I remember learning about that stuff at some point. Well, not really, because I never actually committed it to memory. But I was hoping to bury that terminology somewhere. I never had to think about it ever again. I hate numbers, I'm bad at math, it was my worst subject in school. I know, it's a very original problem to have. From r/shower thoughts, dog breathes too hard. He breathed right on me. Had stinky breathe. What? Stinky. You know, I've always been of the opinion that some of the posts on shower thoughts are way too cohesive and put together. When I'm in the shower, I'm enjoying the spray of the hot water, just letting my brain turn to mush. I imagine it's how a cat feels when they're getting pet in the exact right spot and their brain just turns off. So some shit like whatever the hell this guy was saying about his dog's breath stinking, that is a lot more believable of a shower thought to me than the stuff that usually pops off in that subreddit. The hospital messed up my baby's name and we just got the birth certificate and it's corn. My baby's name is legally corn. Okay, this happens with a lot of Twitter gimmick accounts eventually, where some of the posts they make push the boundaries of that gimmick. Can it really be argued that this is a good Reddit post when it was clearly reposted to Reddit from a place that isn't Reddit? Hell, it might even be from Twitter and it's circled back around to getting reposted to Twitter in the context of originally being a Reddit post. I know that text font like the back of my hand because of my crippling need to doom scroll. And hashtag baby is literally the first word of the picture. This weed syrup I got looks like cum, which is fine, but it kind of tasted like it too, and it was a little annoying. Wouldn't be a problem for me. In fact, if that was on the branding, I might be persuaded to buy more. Ratio is a term that mostly gets used on Twitter, but it has universal application on almost every social media. If you see someone get ratioed anywhere, it can tell you something about the public response to what they said. Like this post has more replies than likes by over double, so either there's a lot of people questioning why this post was put in a subreddit like mildly infuriating, or OP is getting lambasted for not appreciating the gift that is anything that looks and tastes like cum without actually being cum. A story in 3 parts. Okay, it's an r/software gore, a subreddit that looks at software and UI just shit in the bed. I guess the Google Play Store just wants attention. It's very like Google to swallow up the little guy and demand more room. Update, it's worse. God, that looks so edited, but I want it to be real so bad. Update, it's now covering the home button. Bro, you are never leaving. You don't have a house anymore. Google bought out your phone's entire real estate. Have fun never using that device again, and congrats on the new brick. Now, for this next one, y'all know that what I respect more than just about anything else in the world is someone who picks a bit and commits to it. They never break, never falter, never bend, and become the joke that they picked as their identity. So, with that context, on r/YouTube, imagine if Mr. Beast got horny and started making sex videos. On r/Mr. Beast, I am scared of Mr. Beast. On r/crazy ideas, Mr. Beast should get horny and make freaky videos. On r/confessions, I am scared of Mr. Beast. Mr. Beast keeps telling me he's going to have sex with me because he is horny. He is rich and evil. I am scared of him. He will continue contacting me forever. And finally, on r/conspiracy, I think Mr. Beast is horny. This dude has popped his head into the life of so many unconnected Redditors to say the same shit. He does this wherever he goes. He's basically Kevin Feige. And the only way to get the full story of what the hell this guy is going on about is to go to his account to see the entire timeline of events. This is like one of the funnier things ever. I'm sorry it was at your expense, Jimmy. Is it normal to go on a walk in my neighborhood? Like, I'm jeans and a sweatshirt. Are people gonna think I'm weird? Edit, got high and super paranoid. Sorry, folks. Yeah, sorry is what you should feel. For me specifically. A sentient hoodie hears that someone is paranoid, other folk are gonna judge them and think they're weird because they are literally just jeans and a sweatshirt. That hoodie thinks that maybe they aren't alone anymore, that someone else out there might understand their struggle. But then you find out it was just some prick cosplaying your culture pretending to have that same struggle. The only thing worse than grief is to feel a twinkle of hope in the face of that grief and then have it immediately stolen from you all over again. I made a 45 road highway intersection with integrated turning lanes. It uses a very human design. Smile. This is a funny joke about the miserable state of car-centric infrastructure in the US and other places, but Christ, I hate that something even remotely resembling it exists. Y'all have probably seen it. I've even probably shown it to you before. But this 50-lane highway in China that funnels into just 3 lanes at the end of it would stress me out in a way that usually only dreams do. Dreams that got me sweating in my bed. You have been reported. I am not a bot. I am a volunteer Reddit moderator. I do not have mod powers, but my reports are taken seriously. And those that get on my bad side tend to get banned in under 24 hours. I have numerous rules, which you may read in my post history, but one is the most important rule of all. I am an officer in training, and I expect to be treated the same way I would be with my uniform and badge. Watch your back and get used to this face, kiddo. You'll be seeing a lot of it. This is another one of those, God, please let this be real because it would be so fucking funny posts. The comment itself is real, like it exists, but I really want it to be sincere. I need to know that people like this are out there. That way, even at my lowest, I know that I could still go lower. Honestly, guys, I think we found him. John Comfortable, the man who is the most comfortable saying shit on Reddit. Our job's done here, boys. I'm gonna wrap this video up here. That card I mentioned should be on screen. Be sure to drop a like and subscribe. Anyways, this has been Kwite, and I'll see y'all next time.